Hi everyone, and welcome to the show Together We Grow. My name is Siobhan Emo, I'm a spiritual coach, and today we are joined by my meditation and mindfulness teacher, Sheena Rose. Hello. How you doing, Sheena?
Doing very well, thank you. I'm having a lovely day.
Good, good. Sheena has been so good to come on today and tell us all about the great work that she does. And I cannot rate Sheena enough as a meditation and mindfulness teacher and healer, actually. In January, I had a very worrying health condition where I found a lump on my breast, and I went to the doctors, and the doctor was very concerned after feeling the lump and said that it was a lump the size just bigger than a 2p piece, and that I needed to be referred immediately, to which the NHS got in contact with me immediately, and I went into shutdown mode, and I was inspired to reach out to Sheena, who taught me a meditation which involved visualizing the lump as a lump of sand, and to basically blow it away. And I, as everyone know, have very feminine energy, and the masculine energy just came into force within me, and I did as I was told, and I did it every evening before I went to bed. And I literally contacted Sheena and probably no one else. It was all bizarre how I was led to Sheena. 2 weeks later, I went to the hospital, and the consultant could see no lump whatsoever. I was given the all clear. I believe Sheena had an awful lot to do with that. So cannot thank you enough for probably saving my life. So for anybody that is questioning what is meditation, can you give us a bit of an introduction to mindfulness and meditation?
Okay, so I practice mindfulness and meditation for the same reasons that I do healing, because of a previous sort of health crisis, and I was told to meditate. And I duly did this and went through a lot of different spiritual healers and learnt a lot of techniques through my own body process, if you like. So I proved to myself that you or I or anybody else can be your own healer through your mindset and through beliefs and systems. What I teach now is mindfulness for lots of reasons. So to calm people's lives down, for better emotional resilience, also improved health and well-being, and for me, heightened creativity as well, which is particularly pertinent to this moment. Definitely. Because we forget we have so much time that we can tap into opening our mind to be more creative and have more joy. So my favorite word at the moment is enjoy, as in joy.
Love that. And I feel like that is such a important thing to note, because there are so many people that I talk to that are unfulfilled with their lives. So it's great that you're touching on inner creativity.
Yeah, it's quite a lovely time to do this work. So I do a beginner's mindfulness course, which is 6 weeks, but I've currently got about 12 weeks that I need to get into this 6 weeks, because as we've had more time, the ideas have been coming and flowing. So where I'm at the moment is finding a place to get that out there, if you like, these messages, these techniques that are useful to people. So yeah, I do one-to-one. So I do one-to-one mindfulness. I do groups. I've just started Zoom classes. For those of you who don't know me, I'm not that good with, you know, Zoom and all that. Get better by the day, I have to say. So it's a great opportunity, and it's a great opportunity to put across and to help others in this situation.
Big time. And the one thing that I hear the most from people when I talk about meditation and mindfulness is I would never be able to do it. I can't sit still and think of nothing. It wouldn't work for me. In fact, they're terrified of sitting still and going inwards. So what would you say to those people? You know, is the intention to be blissful and thinking of nothing every single time that we meditate?
I would say probably not. I mean, one of the reasons that I got into it is because I have a very eclectic mind. I have a very busy body, and obviously my health was affected by this. So these techniques allow you for your heart rate to go down, or your concentration to come in, and can have, you know, quite dramatic effect on brain waves. There has been a lot of scientific research into this. So that's why mindfulness is becoming more and more accepted by business as well as everyday people. So I would say if you have problems sitting, then it's really about just beginning somewhere, still be yourself, and practice and see how it affects you. You know, to sit there and go, come on, I need peace, probably isn't going to happen. But if you practice on a regular basis, at some point you will drop into a place where your body is more relaxed and your mind just opens up, and therefore, you know, you get the benefits of mindfulness.
Amazing. And would you say that there is a difference between meditation and mindfulness?
There's a crossover between the two. So mindfulness is more sort of teaching techniques with scientific background. So it's non-denominational. And the reason I believe that mindfulness is very popular at the moment is because it can be used by all sorts of people who don't have a spiritual, or don't think they have a spiritual leaning. Meditation traditionally is more sort of attached to spirituality, if you like. But I like to think that it's all very similar. Mindfulness is more something that has nearly always got a scientific positive to it. So it just gives you a tick box to use it in everyday life.
Yeah. So would you say that mindfulness has more of a practical approach to it?
Probably yes. Yeah, because the breathing techniques can really calm you down in normal situations, or in situations that normally make you heightened. So for some people that could be public speaking. For other people it could be getting on public transport, which isn't happening a lot at the moment. And then there are the people who have anxiety issues and panic attacks as well. These are very, very powerful techniques to shift the body, the physical body, from fight and flight to rest and restore. And thereby that kind of helps your overall well-being, in the sense that, without going into too much detail, when we're in fight or flight, adrenaline gets given out, and that sends inflammatory responses high, and illness can result over a length of time of being anxious. So mindfulness and meditation can help bring that down so that you've got it ticks into the rest and restore. And the hormones that get thrown out with things like visualization and counted breaths calm down. And so we're coming into immunity here. So you're actually preparing yourself for a much better immunity response for viruses, for general illnesses as well. So basically, you're helping your body to live in the world.
That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And so well explained. Thank you. For anybody that's new to this, Sheena is now going to give us a brief introduction to what mindfulness looks like practically, and we're going to do a little exercise, aren't we?
Okay, all right, so first of all, we're going to briefly look at posture. If you have got your shoes on, it's good to take them off to feel the floor, and your shoulders to be relaxed. Your hands you can place either upwards or down on your legs, or you can clasp them together. There's no set rule here. For beginners, I usually prefer people to be sitting on a chair, because you've got a back which is upright and your feet are firmly on the floor, which is really important for being grounded. So this is I'm going to do an exercise now which is called the breath in 3 acts, and it's really to show you how powerful breathing can be. Very simple. So this is even before we get into visualization, meditation, colors, any of those things. So what I'd like you to do is gently close your eyes when you're ready. And we're going to do 3 minutes. So the first minute, we're going to count in and out as one breath. So in and out as one breath. Now you can just breathe naturally. So I want you to do it as you are, as it stands at the moment. So I'm going to put a timer on. You count your breaths, and I will make this sound at the end of the minute. Okay, so if you shut your eyes and just count how many breaths, one breath being in and out in this minute. So off you go, start now. That's a minute. Make a note of how many breaths that you've actually counted. Write it down if you have to, but most people can remember. So for the next minute, what I'd like you to do is to slow each breath. And as you go into it, just slow. So breathing and preferably with the out breath being slightly longer than the in breath, but just slow it all down. So once again, we are going to start the minute. No counting required, just slowing the in breath, slowing the out breath. Okay, ready when you are to start now. And really use the whole of your lungs as you breathe in. And really slow it down as you breathe out. So just stop there. And now we're going to go straight into the 3rd minute. And once again, I'd like you to count your breaths and just breathe again naturally. So don't force it, don't think it's going to go this way or that way. Just breathe as you would like to. So we'll start now. Counting the breaths in and out. So just stop where you are. And I suppose I have to ask you, Siobhan, what was your first count and what was your second count?
So bearing in mind that Sheena introduced me to a meditation hour at 12 today, so I have been meditating today. My first count was 9 and the 3rd count was 5.
Yes.
Amazing.
So that really purely shows it's a practical exercise, if you like, and something I usually bring in right at the beginning, because it's a very quick way of demonstrating that we can use our own bodies. This is my favorite saying, by the way, which are free and don't require any electricity or phones or anything else. We can use our own bodies to calm ourselves down. And many people, the first breath can be 16, going down to 8. In different scenarios, my breathing is very different. So, and there are some people who are beautifully calm at the first, you know, even at the first point. Usually, quite often, they do actually practice mindfulness and meditation anyway. So, yeah, that's just a simple exercise to demonstrate how mindfulness can affect your body and how calm you feel or how vibrant you are.
That was an amazing exercise. Thank you so much. And I can't believe that my breath was literally halved.
Yes.
Mad. And for a busy mum to a toddler like myself, those 3 minutes, you know, are great, because I don't have a lot of time to do anything right now. So I kind of use staying present as a technique. Can you speak a little bit about the power of, you know, mindfulness in the present moment?
Yeah. So to a certain extent, actually this is really important at the moment. And one of the subjects that I cover is emotional resilience. And a key part of that is actually really sort of bringing your breath towards yourself and feeling the now. So some of it can be visualization, or you can just know that what we do is we add stories to what's happening. So these tend to be either worries for the future, something that's happened to somebody else, or our own stories. So you drop a cup of tea or break something, it's, oh, you know, that was terrible. That reminds me of when I was small and somebody had a go at me. So instead of that, to almost like use the breath to take a space and look at it as it is, purely without the stories. So it's a sensation of coming towards yourself and just really tapping into your present being. So with, you know, with meditation and mindfulness, one of the key things is take a space, take 3 breaths, which everyone's got time to do. And in that space, you can choose how to respond, and you can actually visually throw away those stories. I like to put them on a cloud. I have 2 ways of doing it. If it's something quite heavy, I like to put it into a fast moving river in front of me, or teach people to do that. Or you can gently place it on a cloud, let it go, and come back to the present moment, being in the now. So that's visualization, but also tapping into the body and feeling your body is extremely important.
Yeah.
So feeling the sensation of your feet on the floor, feeling the sensation of your hands, because it's very comforting to put your hands together or to put them on your lap. So actually taking your mind away from all these stories and bringing it into the sensations of the body is extremely powerful.
It's wonderful. And I feel wonderful after that exercise. So thank you so much. So where can people find more information out about you and working with you?
Okay, so I have a website, www.srmindfulness.co.uk. You can find me on Instagram, Sheena Rose Mindfulness, all one word, and the same with Facebook. So yes, I'm looking to use this medium more, because basically the sense is that there are very simple messages and techniques to be absorbed at the moment, yeah, so I'm becoming more visible, if you like.
Yeah, amazing. And I'm sure that so many people are going to be really grateful that you're doing that. So thank you. And I want to take this opportunity to thank your niece and a dear friend of mine, Cara, too, for introducing us together, and thank you so much for coming on this show and explaining what mindfulness and meditation is and how it can benefit people. And as Sheena has said, if you are wanting to explore that more, Sheena is very open to helping you. So please do utilise her if that you feel called to do that. Instagram, Facebook, her website. Yes, excellent. Thanks so much for coming on, and thanks everyone today for joining us on Together We Grow. Lots of love. Bye. Bye bye.
Thank you.